Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome back to EV Outdoors. So, you bought a new General Motors electric vehicle, such as a Silverado EV, Sierra EV, Blazer EV, or Equinox EV, and you figured out no Apple CarPlay or Android Auto.
As if the answers to all your problems will fall right out of the sky. Fall right out of the sky.
Dude, we're falling right out of the sky. We gotta drop the load.
Well, for a lot of us, Android Auto and Apple CarPlay are not a luxury. They're a necessity if we want to navigate, take calls, text, and just otherwise be productive in our vehicles. Well, I've been testing a solution that brings Android Auto and Apple CarPlay to General Motors electric vehicles. Now, we're here in a Silverado EV, and I'm going to show you today how this solution works. The best part about it, no dealership visits, no sketchy reprogramming of your vehicle, no worries about GM warranty. Just a smart workaround that actually works. So, what is this? Well, there's two parts to it. The first part is something you may have heard of. It's called CarLink Kit. Now, this is I believe this is the CCPA version of the dongle. Now, it comes from the factory, it's USB-A, and as you know, most of GM's new electric vehicles have USB-C. But I have an adapter that takes USB-A and converts it to USB-C. So we're going to put this adapter on here, and this will do wireless. Hello everyone, Ken from the future here. I have to add a few things into this. So you'll notice from the last portion of the video, the hardware device does not work by itself. There is an application. Now, two developers, RWorksman and Taichi91, have really dedicated a lot of their time to getting this to work. So my hat really goes off to them for putting this together. There are a couple of notes right now. There's not an app available publicly for this. The only way to get it is to compile the app yourself. It is open source, and I will put the link to the Git repository down in the video description, as well as pin a comment for it. This is a very time-consuming process. The developer has advised me that they do plan to eventually release an app, hopefully to be published officially on the App Store so that the device will work. But there are a couple of caveats right now to this. I'm going to try to do a video in the future that has instructions on how to do this yourself and publish it for testing. But because everyone has a different setup, it's very hard to make instructions that'll work for everyone. So you may run into errors here, errors there. So this is really going to be right now for those who are really technically inclined, that really feel comfortable compiling this app in Android Studio, publishing it to the Google Play Store, using their developer account for testing. But again, I will publish an article and a video in the future with general instructions on how to do that. But there's a couple of caveats. This does not work with Android Auto currently. This port is only for Apple CarPlay. The developer is very specific, telling me that he really wants this to be open source so that the whole community can look at it, inspect it, and all that kind of stuff. So he does plan to release an official app on the Google Play Store for those, if you're like me, who are time constrained and you really want something that you can just click a button and have installed. So that is coming. With all that said, let's get back to the video and see how this actually works. And as you can see, we have Apple CarPlay on here. Now, I have my phone, my text messages, I have my settings here, but I'm going to go into ABRP, and you can see that I have something in here already. But let's go back into our apps here. I want to open up Waze, and let's see how Waze looks. Now, this is completely wireless, so this looks like this is working very well. It's very snappy. Let's see what other apps we have here. I have Zoom, have some fast food apps here. We have Google Maps. But as you can see, this works, and it seems like it's very snappy as well. I can open up all these different apps This is wireless. I don't know that this would work wired, but this is very promising. So if I go into settings, let's see, driving focus. Okay, we can activate that. Announce messages. Siri can announce and read new messages. Oh, of course, I just activated her. Let's do that. We do want to do that. Let's go into our appearance. And we have it's set to always dark, which is fine. We can customize our icons if we want the default, the dark and clear. We can do a lot of the stuff we would be able to do. Let's go into our wallpaper. I kind of like, this is EV outdoors. I kind of like green. So I'm going to set that. And I don't know what else we have. Not really a whole lot of selections there for wallpaper. Let's go into display. Show album art and now playing. Accessibility. Voice control. So that looks pretty cool. Sound recognition. Apple Intelligence and Siri. Okay, that's fine. Let's see if this works. That doesn't appear to be working.
Uh-oh.
So when I hit the voice assistant button here, it is activating Google. Let's see if this works. Siri, send Stephanie a text.
What do you want to say to Stephanie?
Stephanie, this is a test of the Apple CarPlay solution.
It says, Stephanie, this is a test of the Apple CarPlay solution. Send it?
Yes.
Done.
So that all seems to work. Hey Siri, can you navigate to Walmart in Mount Airy via Waze?
Getting directions to Walmart using Waze.
So that seems to work as well. This just feels like it should be this way. It should have come this way from the factory. The Apple CarPlay here on the Silverado EV RST. Waze seems to be working fairly well. Now let's see if I hit stop. And see, this is the way this should be from the factory, folks. Waze just works so much better than the built-in Google Maps. Now, yes, you don't have the electric vehicle charging stops automatically added like you do with the built-in navigation. But to me, if you've been driving an EV for a while, you don't really need that. You can use something like ABRP if you really want charging stops added in automatically. But for day-to-day driving, having Waze on your screen is much more valuable. The other thing that's really valuable is being able to send a text message. Hey Siri. Siri. Hey Siri. Okay, Siri's not working at this point. It says there's police right here. I don't realize how much I missed this functionality. Look, it shows us this exit is closed. This is just a much more intuitive system than anything else that's available. I mean, I can just look at it and I know what's going on. Like that exit up there is closed because of an accident that happened with the bridge not long ago. This makes my drive safer. It makes operating the vehicle, it makes everyone on the road safer when I know exactly what's going on versus being forced to use a different solution. And it works really well with the blind spot camera. You can see that the camera comes on when I put on my turn signal. It takes over the screen, and then when it's done, when I turn the turn signal off, the Apple CarPlay comes back. Now, the one thing I'm curious about is if I can make a phone call from here. I'm really going to enjoy this functionality on road trips. This is just amazing to have it back like this. One thing I have to ask the developer about too is if I can do this wired. Because I would much rather prefer it be wired than wireless, just because typically you'll get better performance out of it. But let's see if I can make a phone call here. Now it handed off to the internal phone calling mechanism, and she hung up. So it did do that. I do have a voicemail over there. So that's pretty cool. Phone calls work, text messages work. Folks, this has just been a quick look at this product that's coming up. I mean, I think the fact that there's developers out there that are doing this is really cool. General Motors, if you're listening, please, please give us back the functionality for Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. This is just ridiculous that we have to go through all of this just to get the functionality that we should have had from the beginning and that I had on my 2017, okay, this is 2025, that's 8 years ago. I had this on my 2017 Bolt EV, and I paid a lot less for the Bolt EV than I paid for this Silverado. But GM, this is just crazy. Add it back, give people what they want, and you'll probably sell more vehicles if you do. I wonder if I play some audio, if it will play over Bluetooth. The other thing I like about the YouTube music on here is I can play from my downloads versus streaming everything. The app from the App Store forces me to stream. That works. All right, everyone, so I figured out what happened. Siri, I have my cancel. I have my phone set to not activate her when it's locked. So that's why it wasn't coming on. So that should work. Hey Siri, what's the weather forecast?
Expect cloudy skies today. The high temperature will be 31 degrees and low will be 23.
All right, I'm gonna try to get by this guy. So Siri did not activate because I had my phone locked and I have her set not to respond when my device is locked. So that was what was causing that. I'll have to look into that. But this appears to work very, very well. There are a few rough spots that the developer of this solution needs to work through. And so I will be sharing more on this in the future, but this is really, really, really exciting and cool. I've always said I don't mind if GM wants to remove CarPlay and Android Auto, but they have to have something to replace all the functionality before they remove it. And unfortunately, a lot of the automakers, not just GM, have chosen to remove it, but not provide the same functionality. Or if they do provide the functionality, it's not as good. What do you guys think about Android Auto and Apple CarPlay in the General Motors electric vehicles? Do you think GM should bring that back and reverse their decision? Let us know down in the comments section. Also, would you pay for a solution like this? Let us know what you think about that. Remember to hit that like button so others can find us a little bit easier on YouTube. Click on subscribe and hit that bell so you get notified anytime we add new content. Hug the people you love, and we will see you next time.